Wow, I can tell you guys are ready to change the world. Stand up and roar. I can tell you want to do it. So just stand up and give a big, loud roar. You are engineers now. I want to thank Monty Mehrabadi, Dean Mehrabadi, to invite me to be here with you today. I want to be able to say I was just in those seats a few years ago, but it's been almost 30 years since I was in those seats. And I know what you've gone through. I know the classes you've had to take, the challenges you had to endure. But I also know that without your family and community supporting you, you could not be here today. So a big round of applause to them. You are now engineers. There are many daunting problems facing our world. Global warming, the scarcity of food and water, the issues surrounding patient safety, which is very near and dear in my heart. These are problems, some of them, that threaten the survival of our humanity. But you are here, and you are now graduating, and I know you can't wait till Monday, to go and fix these problems. It's a great responsibility, and I know you will rise up to it. You must, you have to rise up to it. You have to take on the problems that everyone else thinks don't have a solution, delve into the noise, the problem with it, and find the solution. Because if you don't do it, nobody else will. I took on my own challenge. I had been blessed to be mentored like you by some amazing professors. One here that continues to be my mentor, Professor Fred Harris. He turned me on to the world of adaptive filters. Yeah, don't get carried away. I have a wife and kids here. And adaptive filters, while very useful in many areas, anti-submarine warfare, satellite communication, could not be used in the area of non-invasive monitoring because people could not figure out what the signal model is because the body is in chaos. In fact, if it gets periodic, you'll go into fibrillation. And you can't predict the noise. You can't tell how a person is going to move. Are they going to shiver? Are they going to move, shake, wiggle like a baby? So the noise was unpredictable. And by the way, I don't get to tell the story to many because it's over everyone else's head. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit of my technology. Are you ready? Okay, so I can talk about the least squared lattice joint process estimator that we used to get rid of the noise that was plaguing pulse oximetry. And we did it, and we solved the problem people thought couldn't be solved. We mathematically drive the noise out of the signal and then canceled it. And with it, revolutionized pulse oximetry and have now been able to save countless number of eyesights, babies that were becoming blind in the neonatal intensive care unit because they can't handle too much oxygen. And when they wiggled, the monitors would give low reading falsely, and the clinicians would increase the oxygen. We're now saving lives in the post-surgical wards. There are patients on opioids that are going to be moving around, could cause false alarms, and now they can be safely monitored. And when we did this, we did it with the eye of trying to help patients, trying to make a contribution. Today, we're a public company with over 3,500 employees. From a startup company I began in my garage with the dream of using that technology to solve this problem. And the innovation doesn't stop. We've done more, but one of these things leads to another. And that's the challenge that you get to take on. As an engineer, I started this thing, and then I noticed a bigger problem. Believe it or not, the place you think is the safest place in the world, the hospitals, people get better from what they went in for, but then they die from an error that is totally preventable. At a tune of 200,000 to 400,000 a year in the US alone, over 3 million worldwide. That's 2 planefuls a day crashing with every passenger dead in the US. And we took that on. We took that problem on, and I'm happy to report by our 3rd meeting, the work that we started, we were able to report over 6,500 lives saved annually. By next year's summit, hopefully 30,000 lives saved annually. And Vice President Biden even showed up to this last event. And it's just wonderful. But my whole point is here, you've got to start. You've got to find out what you enjoy doing and then do a lot of it. Do a lot of it. Because that's how you get better. You know, if you understand the 4 corners of the square, that's how you can get outside of it. And that only comes from doing a lot of what you love. So you got to find that. And life isn't always easy. So you got to put a smile on your face even when times are not easy. That smile will make you feel better. Maybe put on the James Bond tune behind your head. It'll make you feel better. You know you got a big problem and you go on solving it. But as you go out after your endeavors, do it with a sound set of guiding principles. So that at the end of the day, you can look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of who you are. I would like to share with you my guiding principles. There were 5 basic guiding principles. Number 1, stay true. Remain faithful to your promises and responsibilities. Number 2, thrive on fascination and accomplishment, not power and greed. 3, I know this one you guys do really well, and so did I. Make every day as fun as possible. Hopefully there's something else after here, but you know what? This is a great place to be. Make every day count. Number 4, grow. This is not the end of your learning. It's just the beginning. Every day, every year, find a way to improve yourself. And last but not least, do what you can to improve humanity. Mine is do what's best for patient care. With these guiding principles, whether you accomplish the lofty goal that you start out with or not, you can be proud of yourself. And if you do get to it, you can enjoy it. Enjoy the glory, enjoy the pleasure that you did it the right way. A lot of people want to know why someone does what they do. I think it's important to ask, what does someone do and how do they do it? Because through the how, we teach others how to go about doing things. I want to just give you some parting thoughts. Success should be measured in happiness. Happiness comes from living within your means, doing something worthwhile, and doing it with outward kindness. One of my favorite movies and favorite quotes is from a movie called Braveheart. I can tell you all know it. There's a line in there, I might be paraphrasing. It says, all men must die, but some men live. Use your time, live. We're a speck in time and in universe. To some people, they think that means maybe I just don't need to do anything. But to me, it means you actually should go boldly, take on big problems, and do it with utmost integrity. Because it doesn't matter. You know, 100 years from now, unfortunately, none of us are probably going to be here. So you got to do it the right way. I'd like to wish everyone here peace, happiness. I hope one day we'll have no more fear, no more threats, Instead, hopefully we can have peace and we can have courage. With that, congratulations, class of 2015. Thank you. Thank you.